before we go into this week's podcast, certainly I have to inform everyone that there's another member of the Doctor Who previous cast of classic serials passed away just today. Bernard Holly, who played Axos in The Claws of Axos, sadly passed away, as shared by Toby Hadoke. And, of course, we at the podcast extend our sympathies to his family and friends. And it's a great performance in that, isn't it? The Claws of Axos.
Yeah. That was a good performance in that story. If you want to hear us talk about it more, you can listen to our podcast on the serial. But
yeah,
rest in peace.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to get the tone down straight away, but I thought that had to be covered.
Oh, yeah. We do that then. So,
yeah.
Our solemn little tribute done. Hello, Brainiac.
Hello. If I wasn't in a house with people, I'd be screaming right about now. So...
Oh, hang on. I got you there.
Not that sort of scream, but yes.
No. I think that sort of scream fits for
so
my reaction.
we're doing part 4 of Flux, or chapter 4 of Flux, Village of the Angels, and to discuss it with me, I have my two usual co-hosts. Firstly, to my virtual left, he's a joker, he's a smoker, he's a midnight toker. Only one of those tips was factually accurate. It's Freezing Inferno.
I turned to stone when you were gone. I turned to stone. Oh, hello.
Just glossing over the fact that I implied that you smoked.
Well, you said one of those is right. You never said which.
And I'm not saying which one.
Yeah, neither am I. That's a secret.
Well, I mean, you kind of implied that you don't smoke, so...
Did I? Did I really?
Yes.
That leaves 2.
But did I? Did I really?
Yes.
And to my virtual right, she can be your Angle or your DeVille. It's Kat.
Buy Back to the 11th Hour by Krista McTeer on Amazon.com.
That's on the soundboard now.
No, I said that. Buy Back to the 11th Hour by Krista McTeer.
No. You didn't line up and she did.
Buy Back to the 11th Hour by Krista McTeer on Amazon.com.
I mean, please do that, because this is the episode that broke her.
Yeah,
this is the episode that made her quit, but I'm feeling fully freaked out now. Village of the Angels.
Well, it's perfectly all right. Even if she doesn't watch the rest, she could always watch our podcast and know what happens in the rest of the series.
I think she's going to do just that.
Yeah. I'm not quitting because I'm not leaving you two to do this shit alone, and also I don't get to do mere jokes. So.
Also, once we finish with these, then we just have to wait for the New Year's episode to come out.
Yeah.
And then
that'll be quite some time where we can watch some classic Doctor Who.
Yeah, and in a year, no more Chibnall.
And no more Jodie.
Which
is a shame, but
take the bad with the good, but.
No, I'm just going to say no more Jodie. Anyway, so Village of the Angels then, as I say, chapter 4 of Flux, brought back, of course, a iconic baddie from modern Doctor Who, Stephen Moffat's Weeping Angels. He did get a credit, again.
And once again, as with Once Upon Time, surprisingly, they actually remembered more episodes beyond Blink existed with the Weeping Angels.
Oh my god, did they ever?
Oh
my god, he remembered to rip off Moffat this time.
Yeah, which is a change. It's a slight change of pace, but also we actually have a co-writer this time. It's not the all Chibnall show.
Maxine Alderton is back,
who previously wrote Hunting of Villa Diodati,
which was really good.
It was really good, but also it did kind of, the structure of it does kind of mirror this in a way, in that it's a very good story. You can tell there are good elements in it with some nice horror, but also there's some arc bullshit in there that feels a lot like this is the problem I had with Series 12 as well, with all the co-writes. It's tempting, given that we are down on Chibnall, to just take the episodes and go, oh, all the stuff that was good was the co-writer, and all the stuff that we don't like is Chris Chibnall, which is a little disingenuous, I'd think. I don't know what the writing process is like, but it's just a little disingenuous to do that. On the other hand,
it's kind of obvious.
The stuff that doesn't work in Village of the Angels very clearly feels like Chibnall stuff.
Yeah.
Because it deals with the Ark.
I can't really disagree with that statement.
So it's like... So, as much as I don't want to be that cynical, everything Chibnall did is bad and everything Aldrin did is good, kind of proves itself in a way.
I also have a question. Why does this one get the double writers on it? Why this one specifically?
I don't know. Maybe she's the only one
that's available.
Why
the specific writer as well?
Well,
did they have a contract where she got to write 2 stories?
The original plan for Series 13 was for Maxine Alderton to become a core writer for Series 13. And then plans changed.
Well, obviously.
Plans have definitely changed. I mean, she's not going to be core writing very much with the Chibnall episode. Chibnall era, 5 episodes away from Doom.
But I'm very glad she did get to co-write this.
I wouldn't mind seeing her come back once Chibnall's gone.
Oh, I definitely want her to come back.
Invite her back, please. God.
This and Diodati proves she understands the assignment.
Yeah, I would want nothing more than who are the good writers? Ed Heim, Vinay Patel, Alderton, Charlene James,
Mallory Blackman,
Nina Matevier.
Did you really just try to sneak Ed Heim in there?
Listen.
He didn't sneak him in there. That was the first name he
said. Yeah, that's the first one. Listen, you can't deny it takes you away as a Gonzo masterpiece.
No, listen, this was written by Stephen Moffat in Series 8.
Smartass.
You can't see the face I'm making, but you know exactly what I'm making right now. So
it's the shit-eating grin.
It is. So the beginning of Village of the Angels introduces 2 of our main supporting characters, who are both fantastic, by the way. Claire and Professor Jericho.
Well, hey, would you look at that? In addition to actually having seen Time of the Angels and Flesh of Stone, Chris Chibnall and Maxine Alderton have seen Hyde.
Yeah, a lot of this is basically Time of the Angels meets Hyde.
Which, it's interesting.
I, too, read what Frezno wrote on his blog.
I wrote it. I get to say that. I wrote it. Hey, my blog. Why, I think you can find those very words linked down below because I actually got them out before we recorded the podcast.
You absolutely can, and also I'm the one having shade thrown at me for repeating what you said in the blog, so it's okay.
Shameless plugs, not us.
Back to the 11th Hour by Kristen
McTeer. I was so waiting.
Amazon.com. By Kristen McTeer on Amazon.com.
I was so waiting for that.
One could even say I was mirroring you.
No. You know we're saving the button for a bit.
But this scene is interesting because we last saw Claire, of course, in the Halloween Apocalypse in Chapter 1, where she was zapped into the past somewhere by an angel, a weeping angel.
We liked that scene. It was an effective.
It was very well filmed, very well written. Here she's being.
I'm not too sure I like the resolution of that little cliffhanger.
No, we'll get to that. She's being experimented on by Professor Jericho. She's having her brain activity monitored as she answers questions. At one point, she slips and says, "What's your date of birth?" 1985. What? 1935.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, she seems to be on a lie detector of some sort, because it only wigs out whenever she, specifically says what she believes to be lies. Or, in this case, she doesn't believe it's actually 1961. 61, right?
67.
67.
Yeah, 61 is what they get transported to, isn't it? Or
1901, but try again.
1901. There's too many dates in this. I feel like I'm taking a history
time
class.
in the timey-wimey show.
Just remove all the time from the timey-wimey. Oh, wait, you're already...
I was going to say, removing all the time is basically the plot of Flux. That's the overarching plot of Flux.
Yeah.
But nothing much happens in this cold open. The reason why I'm mentioning it now is to get it out of the way. Because we're going to do something unusual for this podcast now. We are going to cover all the scenes featuring one character in one go.
Speed run.
Yeah. Belle. Because Belle gets a couple of scenes intercut through all the stuff happening in the Village of the Angels. And
which
yeah, it does drive forward that overall subplot, but I kind of just didn't care.
And this is like what I was saying with the delineation between writer and co-writer. This has to be Chip.
Yeah.
This is definitely Chibnall, yes.
Also, do you remember that comparison I made before? What was it? War of the Sontarans?
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, oh man, this, Belle is at least better than Rose from Star Wars. This is almost exactly like that entire subplot with Rose from Star Wars, where they.
Oh my god! She knocks the guy out of the thing. Oh my gosh! Listen.
Yeah.
Okay, like hot take. I liked The Last Jedi, but I mean, it is that scene. I can see where you're coming from.
Is there any sci-fi
I also liked The Last
off?
Jedi. I didn't like that scene though.
That's fair.
Is there any sci-fi that Chibnall will not rip off?
Moffat. Was it good Moffat era Doctor Who? Well, okay.
Somehow Chibnall has not ripped it off.
So we can shotgun this out of the way real quick. We can speed run it because I mean, it's basically there to advance the plot hook of Belle and Vinder near missing each other.
Yeah.
It also kind of advances the plot of Azure a little bit, but not much. He's just basically kind of there than not.
Yeah. So Belle lands on this planet and meets a guy, and she asks, "Have you seen this guy, Vinder?" "No." "Okay. Hey, you should check this shit out." And she goes with the guy, and oh shit, it's Azure. And she's going to rescue them by putting them in passenger. And everyone's like, yay, we'll be rescued. And Bella's like, oh shit, I know what a passenger is. We need to get the fuck out of here. And she saves the guy as everyone gets absorbed into the passenger.
So, who wants to bet that Belle is somehow part of the division?
Oh, please.
It's funny you should mention that because people are saying that she might be linked to Gallifrey.
Oh, please,
because
God, no.
Gallifrey? No, I don't think so. Think
one of her opening monologues mentioned the Academy.
No.
Now, it could be there's another academy out there, like Officer Academy or something.
Yeah, there's a million, it's pretty vague.
I mean, wasn't Vinder's first scene set in like an academy type thing where he's meeting his commanding officer?
Kind of.
And fucking Vinder knows what a TARDIS is. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
I think we're going there. Next week.
I hope we're not going there.
I kind of hope that's the only way it goes because I've got a horrible feeling about Belle and Vinder, which I'm not going to go into.
Yeah, so... Anyway, a whole bunch of people get yeeted into this passenger like a fucking Ghostbuster trap. Hey, y'all remember the Ghostbuster traps?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that! It's like that thing that you remember from that movie that I'm talking about because of a certain movie that may have came out this week.
I was going to say, speaking of which, Afterlife came out this weekend, and oh boy.
Oh God, no.
I saw the Eternals, and that wasn't as bad as everybody seems to think it is, so I've got that.
Well,
yeah, but there's one specific bit that everyone's talking about in Afterlife that is bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it, so...
Like, they absolutely should not have done it, levels of bad. But,
Yeah, well, we can mention that later if you want to know, if you don't know.
No, it's fine.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not particularly bothered either. So,
well, we're not going to say it on the show.
The guy is played by somebody from The Inbetweeners, which was a British comedy, which it's supposed to be got two movies.
Wow.
There's probably some kid out there who only played like the redo of Final Fantasy VII. He's like, what?
I mean, well, the remake of FF7 and that spoiler are kind of.
I mean, Aerith died, but Sheriff lives forever.
Sheriff forever. Have you played the remake of Final Fantasy VII, Brainiac?
I haven't. No, I haven't got any means to play it.
Oh, note that down for Christmas.
No, don't do that.
Look, I already bought my friend Chris a PS4 specifically so he could play that game.
I
Because she,
literally
like
haven't got
me,
the
is a
space
huge
for it.
Final Fantasy VII nerd.
I literally haven't got the space for it. If it ever comes to PC, I will get it. But
I think it has, hasn't it?
has it?
Oh.
I
Let's
think.
see.
Well, if it has,
I don't
write that down for Christmas. And
June the. Oh, hang on. That's just a rumor. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
Write
so
it down.
that's-
anyways, we're talking about
Yeah.
angels, not 1 week.
Oh, Fantasy 7 remake.
oh my cat!
We're talking about Village of the Angels, not Frontios.
We're talking about two winged angels, not one winged angel.
But the bell scenes don't seem to go anywhere. They set up stuff for next week, I think. The guy that she saves is not very happy with her at first, but later on, still's like, if you see her again, tell her thank you. I think she saved my life. He's played by somebody who was in The Inbetweeners, which was a British comedy that inexplicably got 2 movies. He was in this for what? 2 minutes?
Yay, casting.
People were not happy. He was in it for 2 minutes, but
so yeah, this is just advancing a plot line very minutely. But,
Well, it could be worse. It could be some random singing boy in a dragon show.
What? Oh.
I hate you for that.
I hate you all right now.
Moving on.
So yeah, Belle. That's it's there. I guess. It's
by
not
the way,
worst.
she really was named after Belfast.
Oh my.
Her name was inspired by the song "The Belle of Belfast."
Oh my god. Oh my.
And the CGI when the passenger takes everybody is a bit ropey. But I'm fine with it because everything else that was happening around it. So.
To be fair, there were a couple of ropey effects in this, but we'll
and
give
some
it a slot
excellent
because
ones.
COVID.
And some excellent ones.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
But let's talk then about our side characters and what's going on with them. Firstly, Professor Jericho. It took him 37 years, but Kevin McNally finally got a decent part in Doctor Who.
What was he before?
He was Hugo Lang in Twin Dilemma.
Oh God! Ugh!
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he was Hugo Lang in the Twin Dilemma, but he makes up for it here.
I think he does. He's honestly a really good character in my opinion. He was in the military, so he has a real sense of honor about him. He's not afraid to, go up against the angels, and he wants to protect people at pretty much any cost. It's fantastic.
Good.
There is a really good scene involving him being confronted by the angels.
Oh, this is.
There are several good scenes.
This is not a trick that they haven't pulled before. They did this in Flesh and Stone. They were using people's voices to communicate and scare people.
Angel Bob, yeah.
Yeah, Angel Bob. But here, using his own voice.
Which I think the implication is they're using, because you see him recording all his scientific study on a big tape recorder.
Yeah.
So I think the implication is they're using that, or they're using the TV and that. Who knows? It's angels.
That's probably why the lie detector actually prints out a weeping angel.
Oh, that's such a good image.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish they had actually used that though, because honestly, that would have been really cool to have him, destroy his own work essentially.
It would also have been a bit of a retread of a earlier scene where they did just that, but even better. But, Jericho is.
I really like the sketch angel. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the sketch angel.
Sketch angel
we'll
is
talk
great,
about the sketch angel
but
Flaming
Sketch Angel is better, but we'll get to that later on. So, the fact that he's in the military, and the fact that I love the bit when the Doctor first breaks into his house. It says, "You broke into my house." It says, "No, I wasn't. The door was open." No, it wasn't. Well, it was when I got in.
I will just say that I really kind of like the Doctor in these scenes in first interacting with Jericho. It's some really take charge, no nonsense bullshit from.
Yeah.
She's being very doctorish. I like that.
And he's not
It's
like,
some
who
strong
are you to talk to me like that? I'm in charge here. You're just stupid. There's none of that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact there's none of that. They make this guy likable.
Yeah.
I was praying he wasn't going to get killed, and he kind of didn't.
Kind of, sort of. Well, who knows?
How is it that it took you 2 seasons to finally throw together a 3rd season that had a decent, characterization in it? How, Chibnall?
I mean, there were some decent characterizations in the first 2 series. Unfortunately, they were mostly historical characters, so it was already there for him to work with.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You look at Jericho and Claire, and then you look at some of the characters from previous series of Chibnall's, and you think, God,
Yeah.
where's the meat on their bones?
It's gonna be so wild in a year's time to go back and binge the Chibnall era just to see how it goes on a rewatch.
I mean, there's certain episodes that I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna touch them all again when this era ends. Fuck it.
Okay, we don't need to hear about the things you're going to touch, Frez.
There's also a really funny moment when Claire and the Doctor are going to engage in psychic contact, which, again, that scene we'll talk about in its own little thing. And Jericho just grabs his equipment and puts it on their head.
Oh, man, this is going to be great data. Come on. Put.
I love that, because that is so what an academic would do.
Holy shit! You're gonna use psychic. I need to record this.
Yeah. We're in danger here. Yeah, I know, but science, new discoveries.
It's poetry in motion.
It's very human. And what's the line he gets when the angel's using his own voice? Oh yeah, it's a very clever trick using my own voice like that, but most impolite.
God.
But
I really like this character.
But then there's a dark thing where they basically imply that the angels imply that he is lonely and isolated and he's throwing himself into his academic work to take away from that.
Which is interesting. It's an interesting sort of new trick. I don't think we've ever really seen the angels psychoanalyze someone as a taunt. Like, we had Angel Bob, but it was basically just, Doctor, you got me killed. Boo, 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 we're gonna get you.
Yeah.
Whereas this is proper, oh yeah, we can see your thoughts, and you suck ass, and you're... Ooh.
That's one way of...
Now all I can think of is a bunch of angels, not moving or anything, but all you can hear is just, you suck, like weird hecklers.
My God.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
But he is a great character. Unfortunately, he does get eventually sent back in time.
And there's also the implication that an angel gets possesses him. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Possibly.
There's the shot where he gets sent back in time, and you see the reflection of the angel in the eye, which that's bad news, as you know from Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone. So.
Oh God, are they implying there's going to be a sleeper angel in the next episode?
There very well could be.
Oh Lord.
Well, we'll find out.
We will find out. But no, I think he's a great character. I think he's played terrifically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not I root for a side character to survive, but I was rooting for him to survive.
And
I was rooting for our next side character to survive, Claire.
Claire!
Okay, I just want to say this is extremely funny and personal, because, okay, Rainiac watched the episode in the UK, of course, which is like hours ahead of us and getting it. And as soon as it aired, he said, presumably because of the ending of the episode, "Hey, Frez, Cat, stay off of Twitter. Don't look at Twitter. The episode's done." And as I went to shut off Twitter, I happened to glance at trending, and I see sci-fi and fantasy trending. Clara.
Yeah.
I had to point blank ask him, Rainiac, Clara is trending. Did Chibnall do some bullshit?
And the answer is no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
And you weren't the first person to suggest that Claire might be Clara.
I mean...
Oh, I really hope not.
But she wasn't. She definitely wasn't.
I don't buy that.
The reason Clara was trending is that yesterday, was the 6th anniversary of Face the Raven.
That time flies. What an excellent episode that is.
It
Call, motherfuckers.
absolutely is. Let me be
Let
brave
me be
indeed.
brave. In fact, all 3 of those episodes are fantastic.
Yes, they are.
Hellbent being the most fantastic. Hot take, hot take, hot take.
That's a weird way to say heaven sent, but I'll allow it. Look, you
guys,
know how much
what
I love
about
that.
both?
Yeah,
Both
both is good.
Oh, it's good. All 3 is good, even. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well.
Yeah, but no one puts Face the Raven in that discussion. It's like Hellbent is better. No, Heaven Sent is better. You suck.
Rabble.
Meanwhile, Face the Raven's just here doing like the John Travolta turn from Pulp Fiction.
Just looking at them like call, motherfuckers.
So, yeah, Claire. I don't think we can really talk much about Claire because so much of her is tied into the other stuff that we're going to be talking about.
We can praise her acting.
Oh yeah,
we can praise Annabelle Scully to the hell. Well, not technically her debut. Her debut was Halloween Apocalypse. But what a feature debut!
Wow, she's great.
I hope she comes back.
Especially since considering some of her dialogue is basically, or some of her acting is basically, there's a thing talking to you in your mind. Pretend to react to it.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you can tell she's a different character.
Yeah.
So she's got the range. It's really good.
She may not be back in the televised series, but at least Big Finish. Please give her a call. Speaking of Big Finish, then, and I apologise for the horrendous segue here, but
oh God, what are you doing?
The general plot of this is that it's 1967. The village disappears tonight because Claire's gone back in time and she knows about it.
Well, the people disappear.
Yeah, sorry, everyone in the village disappears tonight on the 21st of November 1967. They'll never see part 3 of the Ice Warriors. But I can't take credit for that joke. That was on Twitter. But so Yazdan and the Doctor arrive, and a girl has gone missing, and there are too many gravestones in the church. This is creepy as hell.
And hey, Yaz actually takes point in this B plot. Wow, she has a character again. What?
It's just too bad that she has to act opposite to an angry old white man.
Well,
there is a review that says that Yaz takes charge and Dan gets all the best lines. Yeah, accurate.
Yeah.
Actually, I was talking about the other angry old white man. But
him.
We'll say it's Dan.
Yeah. This was the Big Finish segue because this was hilarious. So,
yeah.
The two old people are the girl's foster parents.
Yeah.
And they're not really much as characters. That's okay. Basically, the man is a bit of an angry old guy, and the wife is like... Yeah, all right. Very much. Very much. And the wife has been dominated by him for 47 years. I should have said that differently.
Oh.
The wife has been controlled by him for 47... No, take 3.
Y'all get your heads out of the gutter here.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say.
He has been a domineering husband over her for 47 years. There, we got it there eventually.
Nipples.
No, he has not been. He has not been a domineering. He has not been a domineering husband for 47 nipples, Cat. What are you talking about?
Give your cock a cock ring. It's been 11 months.
I still have it.
She will always have it.
11 months since that stream.
Jerry, this is the internet. It never goes away.
I'll make sure it never goes away.
If she doesn't, Polly won't either.
You know what else never goes away?
I was born in the United States of America.
Yeah, like I said, I have personal experience of that. So, these two show up in 3 scenes. I
preempted you and we did it at the same time.
These two, I think the guy's called Joe. They're not even named on camera. That's how disposable these two are.
Oh my God! Holy shit! I can't believe I'm a buffoon. I'm an idiot. I forgot to mention the best scene with Claire.
No, we're getting to that when we get to new tricks.
Okay.
Don't worry, you will be fed. The urge will be fed. Just wait a little bit longer.
The beast hungers.
Be a bit more patient, and we will get there after this.
Okay, go ahead.
So they show up in 3 scenes, and they are very disposable because I don't think they even get named on camera. They are Gerald and Jean. And the first time they show up, they're like, our girl's gone missing, and they don't seem to like Yaz and Dan very much, so they go and look for her themselves. The second time, they turn up on the edge of the village, which is in space.
This is some fucking gonzo imagery right here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And it's eroding. Now, I thought at first this was to do with the flux.
So did I.
That would be the simple explanation. No,
we have to go for the
we have
gonzo.
something completely different.
And now
Either way, it's
completely
still,
gonzo.
It's still such a gonzo image.
It really
I
is.
kind of vibe with it. I vibe with it.
Oh, it's great.
That weird shit.
And then and then he gets got by a weeping angel.
And the wife does too. And then they get got by a weeping angel again, and they just
die. Oh my god! So Yaz and Dan, they did a little tease of this episode that made you think, hang on a minute, they brought back the angels. Have they also brought back the scarecrows from series 3? No, the scarecrow's just an angel in the distance.
Yeah. And then Yaz and Dan get got in a spooky scene.
They get got as well, yeah.
So they're back in 1901. The little girl's also there. And then when the grandparents or
foster parents,
grand aunt and uncle,
foster parents,
yeah. When they show up, they're just like, oh, there you are. Where the fuck have you been? No, don't go near the angel statue. Whatever you do, don't talk back to me, kid. We're coming over there. Oh no, there's an angel. Oh!
I'll do what I want because I'm an old white man.
It grabs his coat first of all. Dan says, don't walk in front of the statue and break our eye contact with it. That's a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
And then they get petrified and just break.
Which some people have nitpicked this because it's like, oh, if you get got twice by an angel, you just die. But Amy and Rory got twice by angels and didn't die. What sense does that make?
If you get got by this particular group of angels, you die.
Or this particular angel just decided, fuck it, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, or it could just even be that because of what's going on with the village, they can't go back any further. Therefore, they just turn to stone and die.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
It could just be how old they are.
That too.
There's so many ways to paper over this shit.
But the point is that in 1901, the village of Medderton in 1901, there are now just 3 inhabitants at this point. Yaz, Dan, and the little girl. By the way, darkest moment of the episode goes to the little girl.
Oh yeah,
yes.
So yeah, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your foster parents just got petrified right in front of your eyes. And the little girl's just like,
never nice to me.
Yeah. That is the little girl, yes.
Good.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I knew you had that.
Yeah. You know what else I have?
Hey, listen!
No, that's the Stones of Blood. Wrong cereal.
So they're dead. They're gone.
Oh, they're dead.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes and Dan are alive, but they are stranded. Spoilers, they don't get out of this.
Yeah, nobody gets out of this. So
there isn't some sort of clever scheme to get them back through time. They're just stuck there with the girl.
We'll find out eventually because I'm sure the series isn't going to end with Yaz and Dan stuck in 1901. But
it definitely isn't. But
we have a lot of shit to resolve at the end after this cliffhanger. But
I've held this in for long enough. While the Yaz and Dan stuff is interesting, the stars of this show are the Weeping Angels, and have they got a few more tricks to add to their bag.
This is interesting.
This is awesome.
As I wrote about in the blog, because so as I put it, we've got the angels back, and it is going with the Moffat-y, with the Moffat era, let's say, because Blink was RTD era. The Moffat era style of angel, a la Time Angels, Flesh and Stone, So we're not just doing, they zap you back in time like Blink, which actually is what I thought Chibnall would do, because I'm a cynical old hack who thinks, Chris Chibnall's never seen a Moffat episode. All he does is remind you of Russell T Davies episodes, because remember 2007 when the show was good? But no. He and Alderton have actually seen some Moffat era Weeping Angel stuff. As we saw last week with Gamer Angel and Phone Angel, which is actually the same angel that shows up prominently in this story, I think. The one we'll get to in a while, but... So, we've got the reintroduction of concepts like the image of an angel becoming an angel, and you've got the dust in your eye. It's like, oh shit, there's an angel in my head.
Or there's a Sandman in your eye.
Well,
still waiting for my Sleep No More sequel.
We'll never get it now unless it comes to Big Finish.
I
Oh yeah, the Big Finish thing. Give all the money in the world to the Big Finish Twitter people, because when this episode aired, and they were talking about how the woman that played the old woman got killed by the angels, and Big Finish tweeted something like, "We've been trying to kill her off in our productions for 5 years. We haven't managed it."
Who is she then? Big Finish.
She's in numerous stories, but they're like, we've tried to kill her off for years and we haven't succeeded.
Jesus Christ.
And then the Weeping Angels come along and finally get the job done.
So, the angels then. So, with this story, I feel that these signifiers of the angels, image of an angel becomes an angel, dust in the eye. These things have become part and parcel of the angels. Like, it's their signifier now, along with zapping you back in time so you live to death. It's kind of like how you throw on the Dalek story, you expect them to say, exterminate the inferior races, and zap somebody in X-ray bullshit like that. It's the same sort of thing.
Yes, I too have read your blog post.
Look, I know I'm reiterating what I said in the blog post, but it makes
I too have read your blog post, but you can find in the description to this video.
I'm still gonna say it to bounce.
Well, go ahead and say it then.
Okay, I will. So, yes, so you've got those Dalek signifiers, but you can't just have a story with only those signifiers. If you just had a story where the Daleks exterminated people, no other real additions or commentary or anything like that, it'd be just bog standard bullshit. Now, the Daleks, when they show up, there's something thematic to them. There's something about the exterminate the lesser races things that pops up thematically. So, with the angels, what have we got with that? We've got new twists on their stuff, on their iconography. So, for instance, Sketch Angel.
Oh, this is such a good idea.
I really like Sketch Angel. We'll talk about Sketch Angel.
So, Sketch Angel. So, Claire has drawn a sketch she saw in her mind of an angel.
Yeah, we should probably mention, Claire is also apparently psychic. And the reason she has an angel in her brain is because she had a psychic premonition of the angel.
Oh my god, Claire.
I fucking love that. That is the most gonzo extension of an image of an angel becomes an angel.
That's also...
premonition of the angel becomes an angel.
They do a lot of work with image of an angel becomes an angel in really unexpected ways, and it's fantastic. But I've just figured it out.
What?
They've done it again, haven't they?
Oh god,
what?
We had Belle named after Belfast last week.
Mm-hmm.
And this week we have Claire, the Clairvoyant.
Oh, Jesus!
That's why she's named that, isn't she?
Oh, God almighty.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Damn it. I wish I was. Tell
me about sketching.
Yeah, so she's drawn a sketch of an angel, and when the Doctor sees it in the early minutes of the episode, she tears it up. She's like, what? We've got to get rid of this now because image of angel becomes an angel.
Oh my god. So she tears it up and she throws it in the fireplace.
But doesn't light it.
No.
And 20 minutes later, the sketch, or the pieces of the sketch, float out of the fireplace reconstitute themselves.
And bamboo.
And out comes an angel.
And the doctor's like, oh shit! And lights it on fire with the sonic screwdriver. At which point, now there's a flaming weeping angel menacing them. Oh no!
No, she doesn't light it with the sonic screwdriver. She throws it in the she lights the fire.
Okay, well, either way, she lights it on fire.
The fire angel is such a good visual.
It's
now
so cool.
This is a cool twist on the idea, you know? I mean, the angel picture reforming itself is itself a really cool idea, and this is why they didn't have the polygraph angel come to life, because they already did this.
Yeah, it would have been a retro.
Yeah.
But yeah, lighting it on fire and then having the image of the angel light on fire and the doctor going, oh shit, I fucked up. It's so good.
I do like this about Jodie's doctor, that she isn't like this all-knowing hero. She will make mistakes.
Yeah.
And my God, does she make mistakes in this particular episode?
Well, I don't know how far we're going to go with that, but... Okay.
She beats the flaming sketch angel by pouring water on the ashes so it just burns out. And that particular angel is gone.
I think we need to talk about the other wild shot in the episode.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. When Jericho's got the television set and an angel comes out at him, that's a really wild shot too.
Oh, that's such a good effect.
That's a very good bit. Though that's not exactly what I was talking about.
It's also not original, because that is straight from Flesh and Stone.
Yeah.
In Time of the Angels, that's Amy. I know what you're talking about.
It's still better, because wasn't the one in Flesh and Stone just basically almost like a hologram? This one is actually made of stone, and it's coming out of the TV, and it's terrifying, and I love it.
And then Jericho breaks his own television set to get rid of it.
The angel just comes out like the Ring.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I never thought of that.
I'm not sure which effect I like better, TV Angel or Sketch Angel. They're both fantastic.
I mean, Sketch Angel caught on fire, so...
I know, that was really cool.
Hey, y'all! I got some meme for you.
No.
You know who else broke their TV set?
Is that Ian Levine?
That's Ian Levine.
Oh.
I thought it was a faster...
It took me a second to remember who he was, because he doesn't matter.
Ian Levine, what's your name? Well, my name... It doesn't matter what your name is, Ian Levine!
Okay, so we need to talk about it, Rain. Can't avoid it.
Yeah, we do.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh no, let him have this, because hell, I'll even set this off, because I love this myself.
All right. Okay. Yes, this is actually pretty cool.
So Claire is in the bathroom, I think.
Yes.
She's splashing water on her face, and she looks up, and she looks into the mirror.
The mirror, and there's angel wings.
She's got a giant pair of stone angel wings. Can't hit the button. Hit the other button.
Doctor Who Mirror Alert. Doctor Who Mirror Alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him!
It's okay, Rainiac. I'll play something nice for you.
We're 2 for 2 in Flux with Hypno giving us mirror alerts.
I'm sorry, I just gotta point this out. We're doing this on Discord, and we can see down the chat, Rain has responded, I'm trying so hard not to laugh now, and as soon as I started playing the kazoo bit, he immediately types in, fuck.
I had to mute my microphone because I was laughing so hard.
Hey, here, while we're talking about live bullshit, a friend of mine who doesn't get to watch the show on Sundays just DM'd me, holy fuck, that was an episode!
Yeah, they're right.
They're right.
That legally qualifies as an episode.
You know what I mean, but yeah.
I know.
Mirror Angel that's such a good bit of imagery. It's like,
and also, when she looks at her hand, it's partly petrified.
There's another scene where she's talking about that shit, where her hands are like fully stone and shit, and she's like, "Oh my god, what's happening to me? Oh, it's going back and forth." And
it doesn't always. The hands aren't always petrified. It just sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
So I do like this. I appreciate the new spin on the angels' weird gonzo alchemical tricks. They're actually trying to do something new with the material instead of just, okay, here you go. There's an angel in her eye, and, a drawing comes to life, and, okay, here you go. That's the shit. You remember the Moffat era? Remember 2010? There you go.
Hey, Chibnall, I know that you just sort of skimmed over all the Moffat era stuff, and especially with the angels, but, do you not remember that a big part of, Flesh and Stone and everything was the fact that Amy kept her eyes closed?
Yeah.
Kind of forgot that, didn't you?
Whoopsie diddle do.
I don't mind that though.
So, do we have any other?
Oh, neither do I. It's just do
we have any? Oh, there's another trick that's implied where the scene where the Dr. Jericho and Claire are in the tunnels trying to escape, and
this
there's
is awesome
angel
too.
hands coming out of the tunnel.
The angels from inside the walls.
And also, it's implied that they're making tremors to make dust come to try and get them to sneeze, because you can't sneeze with your eyes open. So when they sneeze, they'll get them.
Yeah, that's brilliant too.
That's actually a really clever attack strategy.
But the angels inside the walls, Jesus, what a visual.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of... Well, there's one really stunning angel visual we'll get to at the end, but is that all for the new tricks, or should we talk about the particular angel stuck in Claire's head?
Yeah, because this is really intriguing.
Well, that's all for the new angel tricks for now. We'll get to another angel trick later.
Oh, well, obviously, but...
The big trick at the ending, but...
Okay, so this is where Chibnall comes in. And this is also, incidentally, what made Krista quit.
Yeah, so I want to say,
was weird.
Firstly, gotta praise them for this. The beach scene.
The beach is... Yeah,
the beach scene is gorgeous.
And it doesn't even make you old.
Oh, God. So, the Doctor and Claire make psychic contact with the silly little helmets on their heads back in Jericho's house. And then they appear on a beach, and you see Claire, but you see a weeping angel holding on to Claire from behind.
It's the cracked angel.
Yeah, and it turns out that crack was significant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We said, is this...
Also, remember how I said last time, hey, I think that this angel is trying to get the Doctor to help. I'm fucking right again.
You were sort of right, yes.
Hit the cat called it button.
I don't have one.
We don't have one yet, but
But I swear to fuck, if it turns out that I'm right about the division, you two will never hear the end of it.
What was your theory on that, sorry?
That they are keeping the division between universes and trying to make sure that everything is stable and nobody can pass between the two.
It could easily be that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
it's like I could point out more evidence from like the RTD era, but obviously
the imagery of the scene is fantastic. The acting of the scene is fantastic. I mean, the way that she changes her voice whenever she's the angel talking to the Doctor rather than Claire representing the angel talking to the Doctor.
That is so cool.
And then the angel makes Krista quit the show because
division bullshit.
Yeah, the Weeping Angels. They're an extraction squad for the division, and my eyes roll back in my head.
Yeah, it's like, okay. So, the most uncharitable reading of this possible is that Chris Chibnall has taken Moffat's most iconic monster he created during his time on the show, taken that, and grafted on an origin story nobody asked for, that basically ties into his own specific lore bomb. That's the most uncharitable reading. But I can easily read it as this is just a faction of Weeping Angels.
That's exactly what I think it is, yeah.
The division. So I think that's what it's going for. I don't think Chibnall's trying to rewrite the history of the Angels. I think there was trepidation 2 weeks ago when we saw the Mori and we were like, oh god, quantum bullshit. Oh shit, is this an origin of the Weeping Angels? Oh no.
No, that wasn't. This is.
And I actually asked Krista, I was like, remember 2 weeks ago when we said, oh god, I hope the Mori aren't the Weeping Angels. Is this better or worse? And Krista said, yes. So,
I can kind of agree with that.
So, okay.
I will I will play devil's advocate here and say that they never say that it's all the Weeping Angels who are part of the division.
No, they don't.
Exactly.
So for all we know, it's just this one little bit where, they joined the division for some reason. And then there are rogue angels out there who did, like, Blink and everything.
Extraction Squad implies it's not all of them, yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, but can you honestly see the division, even if we don't know exactly who or what they are, saying, yeah, sure, you guys can go set up a hotel in New York and start feeding off people and making paradoxes and stuff, that's fine.
But it's not even the Weeping Angels being, or this particular group of Weeping Angels being part of the division that I have a problem with. It's the line, division is everywhere, and everything.
Yeah, Chibnall is making these people, he's doing a thing where he's making these people out to be the biggest, baddest motherfuckers in the universe, and it's like, nah, my dude, come on.
We've gone from the division being essentially Gallifrey Black Ops, which is kind of cool as a concept, actually.
Even that was like a deal breaker for a lot of people back in March 2020. It's like, oh, really? Come on.
And then we watered it down. Lupari were part of the division, or Carvanista specifically was part of the division.
You know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
I believe enough time has passed that I can now make this comparison. The division is now Hydra from the MCU.
Oh,
where before
God!
It was just kind of a, this is a really bad group. They're Nazis and everything. And then all of a sudden, hey, the entirety of S.H.I.E.L.D. is made up of, the Hydra, and Hydra's everywhere, and all this bad stuff is happening because Hydra. Hydra!
Oh, God.
As soon as you've said that, I realised the comparison was accurate.
Yeah?
And I just froze in my chair.
Oh, yeah. So, here's the thing, and as I wrote, so you probably know from talking about classic Doctor Who about the so-called Cartmel Master Plan.
Yeah.
The weird, like, adding mystery and enigma and bullshit to the Seventh Doctor era, but even Andrew Cartmel and friends knew that they had to push the envelope and not go all the fucking way with it. And even when they did eventually do that in the books with the looms and shit, like, it was still the books. So 30 years on, you can just sort of gloss over it in favor of the show, which the show and the movie and all that glossed over. So even though they pushed the envelope... we wouldn't
talk about the looms. I was yelled at for talking about the looms.
Who yelled at you for talking? Did I yell at you for talking about the looms?
It's a joke, but yes.
Well, I'm full of shit. Right there, you talk about the looms. You fucking good. Yeah. Okay, there you go. I've sorted myself out.
You call that a lamb chop? It's raw.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so the Cartmel Master Plan knew to add mystery and enigma, and hey, there's some weird shady shit in the Doctor's past that we don't know about. But it knew not to push the envelope on TV. Which Chibnall is pushing the envelope on TV.
He's pushing the envelope, he's setting fire to the envelope, he's stamping on the remains of the envelope.
I am just going to get my words up here to articulate myself better with this bullshit.
It's a shame, really, because it's almost like they're trying to do too much at once here, because Rogue Angel, great idea.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. It does sort of tie into a callback to Fugitive of the Jadoon and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, I'm actually hiding, and these people are trying to get me.
This is the same angel, I believe, that was inside the TARDIS.
Yes.
This is Gamer Angel, Phone Angel. Yeah.
And this is because that was the angel that was in the time stream. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because it was just one specific angel in the time stream.
So, I want to mention a phrase I coined with Krista today. I call it the Chibnallian breaking point, where you're just like, for fuck's sakes, Chibnall, stop teasing and start paying off, or we're done with you. We're done with this bullshit. For me, the Chibnallian breaking point was Ascension of the Cybermen, where it was just like, teasing, not paying shit. For Krista, it was tying more and more of this division shit. And I can agree to an extent, even though I'm still watching this show just to see where this fucking train is going. Yeah. But I do understand completely that Chibnall, his whole thing is passing the buck onto himself and keeping the viewer on the hook. It's like, keep watching. We're going to do a thing. Keep watching.
It's and like, may I remind you, Chibnall, you have 2 episodes left.
Yes,
the last 3. Time you got down to the wire, you had all that Brandon bullshit, and it did not work.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, he should have learned from this, because Ascension of the Cybermen was a B plot of teasing, and Timeless Child was just, oh fuck, I'm out of time, just have the Master explain it all in a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, that's
all. Can I also just say, when you build up a villain, you have to make sure that there's a good payoff as well.
Yeah.
Like, the whole I'm going back to the whole Marvel thing, and again, if you haven't seen up to Endgame, I don't give a shit. The whole reason that everybody was so, quote-unquote scared of Thanos is because of what he promised. He promised that he would erase half of the entire population of everything with just a single snap. And they actually had him do it. And that's what makes him a good villain, because he is actually willing to go through with everything that he said he would. Right now, we have basically the, CIA level of infiltration here from a group of various different kinds of opposing alien species. Because according to the Angel, at the very least, the division was all species. So there could be like a Dalek division, for all we know.
No.
Oh, God.
You're making these people really big, and you have to have a really good payoff.
Please tell me...
And also, I really want to be right about this.
Please tell me that those Daleks in episode 3 were not the Division Squad.
So, more to the point, this is also more of the same from Chibnall, really, because you've got this rogue angel, and we're doing the same bullshit that we've been doing before, and they're teasing, oh, Doctor, I know all the mysterious secrets that you want to know. I can reveal them all. They're here. Ooh, I know the truth, but I'm not telling you. And it's like, this is a non-starter. It was disastrous when you eventually pulled the plug on it in Timeless Child, and I really have little doubt that it's not going to be disastrous whenever we get to it in the climax of Flux 2 weeks from now. It's like you're building, passing the buck. Eventually, you're going to have to pay it off, and you can't do it.
We'll get to episode 6. The Doctor is facing off against Swarm and Azure, and then out from a side door comes the Master. He's like, okay, hold on, everybody. I've got to explain some stuff to you.
Oh, God.
And you're joking, but I fully expect the Master to show up at some point.
I just wanted to make sure.
I escaped.
I fully expect the Master to show up at some point.
Here's the thing with Chibnall. We're 2/3 of the way through Flux. There are only 5 Chibnall-era stories left over the next year. You have a year, Chris. It really is time to stop with this. Maybe I'll have something interesting to say in the next episodes you stay tuned. You honestly have to start paying shit off now. And at this point, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If he delays, it's just more frustrating teasing bullshit that eventually will either make you go, oh, fuck this, and quit, or just completely roll your eyes at every nonsensical reveal that's happening. Or if he pulls the trigger, it's Timeless Children again, this shrapnel of, oh God, you've completely destroyed lore and canon, fuck you.
There is such a thing as too much foreplay, Chris Chibnall.
Yeah.
Your poor wife.
I would also like to mention that, if we're building up the biggest and baddest thing in the universe that we would want the Doctor to stop, this fucking Doctor can't stop Space Amazon! What do you think she's gonna do against Space CIA? Nothing! Fucking nothing!
It is interesting how they seem to be staying up the Division now as the almost like the big bad of the series.
Which,
given the ending.
God.
Honestly, the way he's making the Division the big bad of the entire, run time of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. Christ on that.
And that's some really big shoes to fill.
And yeah, he can't do it. Like, he can't fucking do it.
It's
There's
like, I'm
no
going to
way
give him a chance to try and wrap this stuff up, but he's only got 2 episodes to do it, and I'm very, very scared that he's not going to be able to.
I'm not quitting. Maybe that's a dumb decision on my part not to quit. Maybe Krista and other people are much smarter than we are for quitting, saying, fuck this, I don't care. But
look, we've got a podcast to do, so we kind of have to.
We have a duty of care.
Hey,
we watch it so they don't have to.
Think about it this way. There's only 5 more episodes until Chibnall is gone.
Yeah.
It's sad that he's taking Jodie with him, but at least he'll be
I've been
gone.
enjoying Flux, though.
I know, it's so weird.
It's actually kind of good Doctor Who when it's not, pulling this shit.
Just embrace it. Yeah. It's good.
Like, I cannot see a satisfying conclusion to this from Chris Chibnall. I really can't. But with that being said, we should probably talk about some other stuff in the episode.
Yeah, I do love the imagery of the beach and how the water is closing.
You know what? I'm on
the
mic train now. Chris Chibnall had to have ghostwritten this.
Oh God!
I don't think he ghostwrote it. The division scenes and shit. That's all him.
Again, Mike, stop being right.
I can dream because there's such a difference between his first and second seasons and now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Maybe he just improved as a writer.
I mean, you'd laugh, but maybe he took him 3 series to get the. No, I'm sorry, I can't complete that sentence. But no, seriously, maybe it took him 3 series to get to grips with the show.
And now
he's
gone.
Watched too much Colin Baker and think that's how you're supposed to treat your actors.
Oh, let's move on, shall we?
Let's.
Again,
please.
This is the first time since Trial of a Time Lord that they've done this format, so...
We have one more character of note to talk about before we get to that amazing ending. That shocking ending.
I want to say one thing in response to Kat's comment. At least Trial had a confusing fucking ending because people were dying and quitting. What's Chibnall's excuse?
I don't know. There was a match on.
Well.
He's dead already on the inside.
I guess you could. I guess the most charitable one you could say is COVID, but even that, I don't know.
I mean, COVID has definitely affected some of the CGI elements of this series.
Yeah, but I mean, does COVID affect the plotting?
No, I don't think it does.
Unless he caught COVID and it suddenly made him a better writer, no.
I'm not going to make that joke. I refuse to make that joke.
That's how it works. Yeah.
That's a bit dark even for us.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a joke. It's just like, I don't know what happened, because how could he be so bad at writing before, but now as soon as season 13 comes out, it's like, hey, this has actually been pretty good.
I mean,
it's weird.
I don't know. Parts of it are good. The division bullshit, I got no time for.
Yeah, that's pure Chibnall right there.
That's pure Chibnall. So with that said, Rain, you were saying?
Yeah, there's one more character we briefly have to cover who's important to the story. And that's Mrs. Haywood.
Oh yeah, this is
we see her a couple of times. She's present for the taking back in time of the old couple, and she seems to enjoy it. Which again, that's interesting when you know what she's really about. But we first see her giving out messages to people in the village saying, "Leave now." And she's confronted by the vicar. She said, "I know your handwriting. I know this is you. What are you doing this for?" She says, "Have you counted the gravestones?" "Yes, of course I have. There's 92. Count them again, then maybe you'll take my advice." And it would have been cool if the gravestone had been something else, but no, it's just an angel. The 93rd gravestone is an angel, and it gets the vicar. His glasses are left behind, and we presume it gets the vicar again and kills him in 1901 because he's not around.
Yeah.
For later on. But then the dividing time emerges.
Oh boy, so there's 1901 on the left and 1967 on the right.
Did they ever explain why this happened?
Probably due to the other angel trick that's mentioned, the quantum bullshit.
Oh, the quantum extraction, yeah.
So
it could be that,
I think that's what the explanation is.
Den throws in a stick. The stick does not return, so they're like, better stay on this side of the line, eh, guys?
Yeah.
Somebody was trying to do the time warp, but accidentally cha-cha too smooth and split the timeline.
God almighty, yeah. And then, so we get the reveal that the old Mrs. Haywood is old Peggy, who never got back to 1967.
Which I kind of saw coming.
End. Yeah.
As soon as the little girl showed
I thought
up.
that she might have been an older version of Claire, which would have been cool. But
would have also been
Peggy
interesting,
also
but no, it had to be the girl.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Because the time scale's like 66 years. So
and it's happening again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting twist. It's just kind of sad, the little girl's going to grow up to be this lady and not really do much anything to stop this.
It's an interesting twist. It just doesn't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, but it does lead us into...
It may not go anywhere yet.
But it does lead us into the episode from the
finale. We're not coming back to these unresolved plot lines. I mean, the whole point of Village of the Angels was to set up the ending.
And that's the thing, again, with Chibnall plotting. It's like passing the thing on, saying, hey, be invested and stay tuned. It's like, at the end of it all, once he's got your viewing figures and it's done, you're going to be like, wait a minute, half that shit didn't pay off. See ya!
Yeah.
But
I can hold it in no longer.
This we will say, we have nothing but praise for this ending, I think, because this is the best cliffhanger Flux has given. It may even be the best cliffhanger of the Chibnall era.
Well, there aren't many cliffhangers for the Chibnall era. This is the most shocking cliffhanger, I think.
Yeah.
In what?
Years?
7 years?
What cliffhanger are you thinking of?
Missy.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Yeah.
In fairness, World Enough and Time's quadruple header of or triple header of the Master's back. Oh, Bill's a Cyberman now. Oh, the ship's from Mondas. It's pretty good as well.
Eric, so go wild, Rainier. Go wild.
Oh boy. So we pick it up from the tunnel. Jericho nearly gets out because he and Doctor got a great plan that I'll go left, you go right. Those two angels will be looking at each other and they'll never move again. It almost works. Unfortunately, the dust gets in his eye and he blinks and he's zapped. So he's out of it. He appears on the 1901 side of the divide. So he's out of it. The Doctor is left alone and she talks with the angels and then she turns away and the angels don't move. What's going on? And she says, what's going on? I have my back turned to you. I couldn't see you. Why have you not moved? She blinks. They still don't move. This is like
This is actually a really scary scene for me.
This is one of the most unnerving things they've ever done is to not move. Like, what's going on here? What are they planning?
It's the little Yakuza from The Simpsons again.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything. They're going to do something, and it's going to be really bad.
Good.
Honestly, what I'm thinking of, it's kind of like a cat playing with its prey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, which fits in with Flesh and Stone again.
So she comes out and she's there with the divide, and also I would like to mention, hey, what's going on between 1901 and 1967 in this scene?
Oh.
What is keeping them from interacting?
A barrier.
A divide?
Oh.
A division of the screen?
It's a literal division caused by the division.
Oh, God.
My head hurts.
Yeah. And, so the angel in Claire is there, and apparently the angel in Claire has cut a deal with the other angels. I'm out of here. They want you, Doctor.
Shit.
Yeah. So she's like, get out of her mind and we'll negotiate terms between the angels and you to get you safely out of here. And my angel says no. My angel says it's found a better trade. It says it won't take me because they found you. And then Claire speaking for the angel, says you are recalled to division, and the coolest thing I think that's ever happened in this show under Chibnall happens.
Jesus.
The Doctor goes through a magical girl sequence.
She's a fucking angel.
Thank you for cutting that off.
Well,
It wasn't me that cut it off. It was Discord.
Thank you, Discord, for cutting it off. I will never criticize you again. So,
hey Rain, have you seen Velocipaster yet?
Yes, and you've preempted my joke.
Oh, have I? How so?
We'll figure it out. But yeah. So
I mean, I was asking.
You're recalled to division, and in front of Yez and Dan and Jericho and Peggy, the little girl.
It's okay, Frez. Honestly, he's fine.
Excellent Photoshop. Excellent Photoshopping skills.
Is this what? Is this? Yeah, this is what you were talking about. This is Rain.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's okay. The Doctor's fine, but she's beat me to it. So yeah,
Well,
the Doctor turns into a goddamn angel.
This is a fucking horrifying effect, and it is what a cliffhanger. Yaz and Dan are stuck in 1901. The Doctor's turned into a fucking weeping angel. God knows what's going to happen next week. What in the fuck?
Oh, and they don't let Claire go.
So, Jesus, this is going to be one hell of a whopper of a cliffhanger to resolve. And unlike War of the Centaurans, you cannot do a they escaped. You can't do that.
There is no way.
This
there must be a way out of the cliffhanger, because it wouldn't be a cliffhanger.
Obviously, there's a way out of the cliffhanger.
But there is no conceivable way for the general public out of the cliffhanger. Yeah.
And that's what makes it exciting.
That's what makes it so good.
And can I just say, something that I was thinking during this scene was, they said the line, you're recalled to division. And I thought at first that it was going to be some sort of like brainwashing signal where all of a sudden her personality would just completely flip back into Ruth Doctor or something like that.
Who's to say that doesn't happen?
No, this is true. But then all of a sudden, the camera starts spinning around her and she starts going gray. And it's like, oh my gosh, no!
And it's the way she's...
So you got me, Chibnall. You actually legitimately got me.
The way that the Doctor is reacting as she's turning to stone is incredible. You can just tell the panic in her voice, in her face. For once, the Doctor does not know what's going on, and she's terrified by it.
And Shirley Henderson is laughing in the background. Now you know how it feels, motherfucker!
I wasn't going to bring that up.
I sang Turn to Stone at the opening of this podcast.
Hey! He brought up Shirley Henderson. I had to. I'm sorry. But
there you go.
I can't believe she's gone. Hey!
For love.
Yes.
Stunning fucking cliffhanger.
Amazing. Absolutely groundbreaking cliffhanger.
For all my complaints about division bullshit, this is a whopper of a fucking...
I will forgive it for setting this up.
Just the image of the weeping angel Doctor surrounded by other weeping angels. Holy shit.
And now I'm going to bring up a theory.
And the way that once her face turns into... once she completely turns to stone, that she automatically hides her own face in the pose?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And now I'm going to bring up a theory.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I think Chris Chibnall's seen the end of time.
Oh no.
No. Don't worry. I don't... It's not like, the Weeping Angels are secretly Time Lords. I don't think it's that at all. There's a bit in the End of Time Part 2 where the Time Lords have a vote.
Oh! I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Time Lords take a vote. Does Gallifrey fall or does Gallifrey rise? 2 people vote against Gallifrey rising. And they will stand like the Weeping Angels of old as testament to their shame. So that might be why they're in division, because like the Weeping Angels of old. So the old Weeping Angels were part of division, and then they broke away.
I Who knows?
I don't know.
But the implications of this ending are far-reaching and, honestly, very exciting.
So we're sitting there as the credits roll, wondering, man, I can't wait for that next time trip. Wait, what the fuck is this?
This killed the mood.
What is this?
Yeah, this was a little weird.
I understand, like, at first you're like, okay, so this is like, apparently Chibnall's seen Last Christmas, too! Or Death in Heaven, that's what the trailer's at.
Yeah, Death in Heaven.
Because we get a mid-credits scene, but it doesn't really recontextualize what we just saw. It's just more Bell and Vinder teasing. It's like...
He's also seen every Marvel Cinematic Universe film since 2010, but...
Yeah.
Oh, God. Like, huh? What is this? What does this tell us that the other scenes didn't already? You could have put this in anywhere in the episode and it still makes... It wouldn't be like oh boy, here's a fun teaser for next time. It's just like, yeah, Vinder lands on the same planet that Bell was on and meets that same guy, and he finds a holographic message, but it doesn't get to tell him where Bell has gone.
No, she doesn't give the coordinates straight away on a time-limited hologram recording. Good going, Bell.
Womp womp.
Nice job breaking it, hero.
Womp womp. So that's that, but I mean...
No, it's okay. It's quite obvious where she is. She's in the Hotel California.
Such a lovely place.
Such a lovely...
But yeah, so this is teasing, I guess it's episode 5 considering the title, but...
It definitely is setting up episode 5, yes.
If not, then surely episode 6. But also, like, why is it here? Why? I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's a weird choice, because the glitch that happens to bring the scene up is very abrupt. It's like, we haven't gotten, like, glitched credits before, as far as I know.
Sleep no more?
I don't know. It just feels a little weird to put it there.
The glitching credits were really cool, and Kat also had a really interesting theory about the theme music, because it's all muffled, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a theory. It's more like a design choice, because it kind of sounds like you're listening to someone else in a different room watching something. So, like it's muffled, almost like, you're hearing it from within, like maybe a big shell made of rock or something like that.
Oh, dear God.
I kind of love that. I kind of love that idea.
That's fucking horrible. Jesus Christ. Okay, but the muffled me.
I didn't put it in. They did.
Yeah, they did it. They did it. I get you.
So is the idea that she's hearing the theme tune?
I mean, that's an interesting... That sounds very Moffat.
I mean, it's more saying that she generates the theme tune.
Oh, that's even more meta. Good God.
That feels like a very Moffat thing, doesn't it? Like how in Death in Heaven again, when Clara said, "I'm Doctor Who," and she got top billing in the credits. It's kind of like that sort of
something like that, yeah, where it's the Doctor that gives us the song, and then you're hearing like the muffled song coming from the shell.
Mm-hmm. So, are we good for final thoughts on Village of Angels?
I'd like to go last.
All right, I'll take first if you don't mind, Kat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said, it's tempting to say all the parts I liked were Alderton and all the parts I didn't like were Chibnall. But that being said, all the parts I liked involve the angels and the interesting escalations of the basic Moffat idea of image of an angel becoming an angel and all that. I mean, you've got some really good effects, you've got some very good performances, and some really gonzo ideas, and one hell of a fucking cliffhanger image of the Doctor becoming a weeping angel. That being said, the bits that very clearly feel like Chibnall, i.e. the Bell and Vinder subplot, which doesn't really go much anywhere, and is just sort of there, but in a bigger sense, trying once again to make the Division out to be the biggest, baddest, ultimate bad guys of the entirety of Doctor Who that I just came up with, really is starting to fall flat, and we're definitely hitting the point where it's either shit or get off the pot. So I'm hoping that we're going to get more answers than questions to this, because really, Chibnall is out of time for teasing. it's Ascension of the Cybermen time all over again. And if we get something like that for episode 5, I'm really gonna be fucking mad. But time will tell. All in all, despite the division bullshit, and that is some real bullshit, this is, I'd say, the most solid episode of Flux so far. Beyond that, so definitely a well-enjoyed story for me. Kat, go ahead.
We open up on episode 5, and we're following Camden and his adventures through not Ireland. This was an enjoyable episode. Obviously, there was still some stuff which was very obviously Chibnall, which, kind of have to deal with that, unfortunately. But otherwise, I felt it was a very cohesive episode. I mean, we had a, clear villain. We had a really great side characters. Holy cow, Jericho was amazing. Claire, amazing. I mean, I think we were all kind of skeptical of this in the first episode, just because that was a lot of plot lines, but I'm happy that this plot line at least came into something really cool and really good, in my opinion. So I'm hopeful that I'm going to keep on with the hope that he's going to pull it together somehow. I just have this really awful feeling that's not going to be a good pull together. But, just as a standalone, this episode is pretty good. Obviously, in order to make it a standalone, you have to cut out a bunch of stuff. But, honestly, having the Doctor turn into a weeping angel makes that all up for me. So, I'm happy. Rain?
Okay, so was this the best episode of Flux? For me, it certainly was the most enjoyable. Was this a perfect episode? No, it wasn't. But this was the most enjoyable episode so far of Flux for me by some margin. You've got some great characters. Jericho's a fantastic character. I'm glad he appears to be back for episode 5 because of the whole resolution of the plot from 1901. As I think he's back anyway. Claire was a fantastic character, and I hope we see her again. If not in this, in Big Finish someday, because she would be perfect for that. The angels, the new tricks they pull with the angels are fantastic. Some of the visuals are stunningly good. The beach scene, the flaming sketch angel, and of course, the ending. The ending is something we're going to talk about for a long time, I think. For years to come, the fandom will be talking about this ending. And given what's going to happen in episode 5 and 6, either for better or for worse, but just the idea that, all hope is lost. The Doctor has categorically lost here. The division have got her, and the companions are stranded. I can't wait to see what comes next, and simultaneously I'm dreading what's coming next.
Mood.
If that makes sense?
Yeah, this is like the Empire Strikes Back of Flux, in a way, Second act, lowest point, Weeping Angel, stranded. So at 5 and 6 are obviously going to be the third act, Everything gets resolved.
Somehow the division has returned.
Fuck!
He said Return of the Jedi, not Rise of Skywalker.
Wrong Star Wars trilogy. Wrong Star Wars trilogy.
But I will say that for me anyway, I can't say it's the best episode of the Chibnall era, but it's the episode of the Chibnall era I have most enjoyed up to now.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
I would.
That's the most enjoyable episode of Flux.
The Bell and Vinter stuff kind of took away from it, but it was not on screen long enough to really matter. I just kind of tuned out and went back to the main plot line. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Next time, as I say, simultaneous feeling of looking forward to it and utter dread. Chapter 5, Survivors of the Flux. Now,
We're almost done, and that's a scary thought.
Did you get the Next Time trailer in North America?
Yes.
So you saw the spoiler then?
That's a spoiler, I guess.
Why did they reveal that she was back in the trailer?
That's something that builds up hype, I guess.
Yeah, but imagine she just turned up without being announced next week. We'd have lost our minds.
Who?
Kate.
I must have missed that. Oh, that's why they said that Kate was back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Kate's back.
I was more excited about the fact that the Grand Serpent's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I knew he was coming back in series in episode 5 because I kind of saw a credit list, a cast list I wasn't supposed to see, and he was on it for Survivors.
It's like I knew he was coming back because one of the trailers had him in like a sunny, grassy area. I just didn't know which episode it was.
Oh boy,
Kate was not on that list, so they kept that.
I can't wait for him to come back. I can't wait for him to come back and not be stopped in any way.
Oh God, Kate is actually Chibnall's creation, of course.
Kate has returned.
Oh, stop!
You can't make me stop.
But Kate is a Chibnall creation.
Yeah, he well, sort of. I mean, there's some weird dubiousness involving that and the down. Never mind that.
I very much expect Osgood to not show up next week.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
But we got the Grand Serpent. We've got the interesting revelation that Yaz and Dan have been stranded for 3 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And they're not sure they're ever going to get back to their own time. Also, the first shot of the trailer is the Doctor in stone form, and that's the only time you see her. I don't think Chibnall is brave enough to have his penultimate episode of his big Flux saga not have the Doctor in it at all.
I mean,
although that would be amazing in a way.
That would fit in my bill of passing on all the lore revelation to the final episode to keep you interested.
Stupid.
So
I can
very much see the Doctor not involved in this, just be a companion affair and with some hooks to get you to be like, oh.
I think she will show up in the second act.
I really hope it's not that. I want her to be in this episode because if she's not, it's going to be completely.
5 episodes left. Can we not sideline Jodie Whittaker?
I want some answers.
No, not even 5. Not even 5 episodes left. We have 2 episodes left for the Flux chapters. That's it.
I want some
Everything
answers
else after
on.
This is not Flux stuff.
I want some answers on the Division next week. I want some answers on that mysterious woman that turned up last week. I just want some answers.
I want to be right, damn it.
That's a big mood. So Rain, you said you've seen the Velocipaster, right?
I did, however, Kat did not see Symphogear. So
well, I mean,
we have to do that next week.
I mean, that's
well, don't I have a surprise for you then?
Oh, what?
No, I'm kidding. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting to do a Symphogear update this week anyway. I was expecting Rainy to watch it this week.
Well, I can anyways. I've got an appointment right after this, so.
Yeah, I know. We can't do Symphogear update now, but that's okay. I can wait. I hope that
just
you
let
can
the
honor
record
your
show
end of
that
the
I held up
agreement.
my end of the bargain. I watched the thing I was supposed to watch this weekend, and Kat didn't.
Well, you didn't tell me you had watched it. How was I supposed to know?
This is like the time where Kat secretly watched Symphogear and then got mad at me for not warning her about what happened late in the first season.
Our deal, if you recall, was that we'd watch it this weekend, and I watched it and you didn't. So, yeah.
I honestly do not remember us making that deal. I remember you saying that you were going to watch it this weekend.
Oh, I
However,
see.
You never actually told me that you were watching it.
I see. I'm being got by semantics again. Fair enough. But you can find us.
Either way, Kat, you can watch Symphogear for next week, and we can do Symphogear update and finish GX.
Or
and
she'll
then
forget
Brainiac
again.
can start season 4, and I can be a very happy camper, and you'll make my holiday. So where can you find this?
Or she'll forget again, which is more likely. But anyway, you can find us on Twitter at ReviewsDoctor, or individually at Rainiac the Maniac, Freezing Inferno, and Concave Usurper. Kat sometimes streams video games at twitch.tv/Concave Usurper, and you can shoot us an email at goexterminateyourself@gmail.com.
And you can also buy Back to the 11th Hour by Kristen McTeer on Amazon.com.
Yes, please do that.
Yes.
And hey, Frez, while I have you captive here.
Captive?
Question.
Were
you still planning to do Fresmas this year?
No. Yes. Fresmas is happening in a couple of weeks, yes.
Man, what the hell am I going to suggest this time?
Game.
What the hell am I going to suggest you play this time?
Oh, I know exactly what she's going to suggest. Or do you mean yourself? I don't know what you're going to do. Some nightmare, but Kat's got a nightmare for me. While we're talking about owing shit. Oh, God. What is this? The debt payment episode of Doctor Who Reviews?
Say goodnight,
Yes.
Frezno.
Good night, everybody.
Fresno.
Good night. Good luck. God help me.
Join us for Fresmas, where eventually he and I get together to finally play Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star.
Yeah.
Fangirl cannon.
There's a fangirl-powered cannon in it.
The fangirl power.
I thought for a second there without pause he legitimately had left the call. So thank you to you, the audience, for listening to us talk
you can't
about
run from me, Frez.
Village of the Angels. Thank you to Kat and Jerry for discussing Village of the Angels with me. I think it was very interesting. It was very entertaining. I talk about the episode, not our discussion, of course. And join us next time. For
Wow!
Wow.
I was
Way
trying.
to throw our
I was
podcast under
trying
the bus.
not to toot our own horn too much, and then I realised that was a sick burn on ourselves. I'm sorry.
Rainiac doesn't like what we discuss.
I'm
Frez
talking.
doesn't even watch the show.
I'm talking about both the episode and a podcast.
Am I the only one who actually watches the podcast here?
I watch
Seriously.
it. Well, I put it together, so of course I listen to it.
That's not the same when you know it.
Of course it is.
Look, we have to watch it at least 5 times each, so then we bump up our numbers and we get on the front page.
Shh! Don't tell YouTube the secret. They'll shut us down.
Oh, please, they've already shut down the dislikes. We're next.
Say goodnight, Rainier.
We're next.
Good night, Rainiac.
Good night, Redneck. Until next time, join us for Chapter 5, Survivors of the Flux, One Fear, and until then, bye for now.
Survivors of the Flux, but instead it's the survivor of YouTube getting rid of dislikes.